guys, good afternoon. Let's get this party rocking and rolling. Who wants to create more customers? Who wants to more money? It's funny because we had like 50 people supposed to be on the Zoom and 10 people show up. You know, I love that, dude. I love that because a lot of people are distracted. And honestly, when they're not paying, like, you know, what Nate's going to give you guys is, I don't know, probably $50,000, actually probably like more like $5 million of information, because if you can learn what he knows, he's a wizard. So before I kick this Zoom call off, let me tell you who Nate is real quick. Nate's my marketing guy. And he's more than a marketing guy to me. He's like, me and him are like business partners in everything I do. I run all my decisions by him. I have him work on almost every project that I ever come up with in my crazy mind. I'm like, hey, Nate, what do you think about this? Put some vision on this. Guys, one thing about life and business is it's always changing. It's always adapting. And in life, you should always be looking for people that can literally, his thing is called shift your social, shift your mindset. Literally, you should be looking at acquiring relationships that add so much value to your life where it changes your life. Nate is that to me. He literally does all of our marketing here at the Elliott Group, and he's the most growth-minded human that I've ever met in this advertising space. Now, business owners, I know you guys have met a lot of marketing people. A lot of them are full of shit. Let's just be honest. A lot of them don't really know their jobs better than everybody else. There's not one thing that I've been able to run by Nate that he doesn't know. And if he doesn't know, he'll figure it out and add value to a conversation that will blow your damn mind. So I asked him to do this Zoom, and I said, man, like, let's run something for these guys where we can really give them some value. So I'm going to start out with my piece. And then I'm going to talk about marketing branding for 5 minutes. And then Nate's going to do ads. He's going to show you how I run my ads. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, I know everything he knows. Like, I'm learning everything he knows. I don't know everything he knows, but I've learned a lot of what he knows. And I'd honestly just do it by myself, but I'm just so busy. I have him do all of it. Half the time I didn't even know what ads were running. I just know they convert higher than any company. I just know I trust him. It didn't start out that way because I was very skeptical of marketing people and advertising people, but I've gotten to that level with him. So without further ado, that's who he is. That's what we're here to accomplish. And let's get more customers, man. Let's get more known in the space, okay? So I want you to write 2 things down: zebras and cheetahs, okay? Zebras and cheetahs. You got to be a zebra in the market. You got to stand out. So many people are just conforming. They don't really know how their customers see them. I want you to write down lenses. In marketing, you have to know how people see you. You have to know how people view you. You have to know how people are seeing your company, how people are seeing you in the marketplace. So even your marketing, I asked Nate, I'm like, how are the customers viewing us? He always asks me, hey, how do you want to be viewed in this marketing? Okay, it's very, very important. In the car business, I was able to be top 0.001% of the world. Maybe 5 or 10 salespeople in the world sold more cars than me ever in the history of the business. And the reason why is because I always stood out. I was always different than everybody else, okay? I was always coming up with these ideas. But in branding, I want you to understand the difference between branding, marketing, and advertising. They're totally different. Branding and marketing is your reputation in the marketplace, what you're known for. Some of you guys, you're doing a great job. You're not known for shit. Seriously, like you're just, I see your face. I'm like, who is this guy? Okay. People need to see your face and they need to know you for something. Okay. But they also got to know you because like the way that you're taking care of your customers, the way that you're taking care of business. I didn't want to be a car salesman. I didn't want to fit into a box. I wasn't very good at that. I was very good at outworking everybody, playing with my heart, creating a customer experience that it literally was unrivaled amongst anybody. I was just telling these guys, Paragon Honda, the number 1 store in the country, they're downstairs right now, and I was training them. And I was telling them, you know, the customer experience that you should be after, it should be bar none the biggest. Like that should be your number one. The number one thing in your business right now should be, how do you assist your customers differently than everybody else? You know, I was talking to Paragon Honda and I said, you know, we had a customer that was here and he was on the phone with his son and I could hear his son asking for these shoes. The dad's telling him all these amazing things. He's like, man, you've been doing really good. We'll consider getting the shoes when I get home. You got to have an awareness in branding. You got to have an awareness in marketing. I immediately went to the internet, customized the shoes, and then sent the son the shoes before the dad got home. And maybe I'll get, like the dad's like, oh, I wasn't trying to buy them. He's never going to say that. He's thinking, oh my God, how cool. I customized the kid's name on them and I put from the Elliott Group. Now those shoes cost me $250. those shoes made me a couple $100,000 deal. I didn't go into it with the intention of making the deal. I didn't give a shit about the deal. Some of you are so concerned with commission, that's why you never get any. Okay, you got to be concerned with making a friend. A friend equals the fortune. I'm after being different in that one experience. That one experience multiplied is branding and marketing. It is what the marketplace sees. We started this company out with selling these seminars in living rooms, Andy's living room. Okay, we did such a good job with these people. Experience after experience after experience after experience. 30 experiences multiplied over 2 years, to the point where we sell these seminars out 3-4 months in advance. Why? If you've ever been to the Lion's Den, you've never seen anything like it. Guaranteed. You know why? Because when you come in, our job is to give you love. Our job is to give you an experience that you can't even comprehend, that you've never seen before. Okay? My brother was on the phone with a customer the other day, and his kids were talking about crumble cookie. He's like, hey, we'll get crumble cookie when I get off the phone. My brother's like, hey, hold on for me for 2 seconds. He tells his assistant, he says, send crumble cookie over to their address right now. He's back on the phone with the customer in 2 seconds. He's like, okay, cool. Tell me a little bit about the deal we're going to do. And then the customer gets off the phone. Crumble cookie is there. He sends the video. He sends the video of the kids getting crumble cookie to Evan. And he goes, those are the most expensive cookies I've ever ordered. You made my kids so happy. I'm ready. I want to do the deal with you. Okay. I want to do the deal with you. Okay. Now listen, guys, because amateurs, they're looking for the car deals, or they're looking for the deals in their business. When I'm explaining marketing and branding, this is totally different than what Nate is going to teach you. Nate is going to teach you how to take this to the market. Okay. And if you do all of this right, people are going to follow your page. They're going to click on your page. And then Nate's going to teach you how to retarget them. He's going to teach you how to stand out. He's going to teach you how to get clicks. He's going to teach you how to lower the clicks, the cost per clicks. He's going to teach you all that shit. Okay. But half of you right now, you could be fucking off your current customer service experience, your current marketing experience with your customers. And if you just corrected that one thing, it would change everything. So come into this meeting with a growth mindset of literally, first, how do I take my brand to the public differently? How do I take my customer experience level to the market differently? I remember, this is a crazy story, but I remember I was in like my 7th or 8th month of car sales. I was making like 12, 15 grand a month, not a lot of money. I mean, it was a lot to me. I was a broke kid that, just started making a lot of money, but I bought everything. I was like, I'm going to get a new car. I hit the lottery. I'm making 15 grand. I'm rich, bro. What the hell? And I went down to the Pepsi Center, and this is how my brain thinks. And the Pepsi Center is like, hey, that's the Nuggets arena. This is 15 years ago. The Nuggets aren't good, but it's still a cool experience. And they said, hey, you could buy courtside seats for $20,000 a seat. Now there's no way close to that. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if somebody refers me, and if I run these referral challenges on Facebook, I give them like nuggets, I got 82 games. I'll give them if I could get them to give me a customer, if I do a referral contest and everybody's fighting to be the #1 referral to get these nuggets season, like these, not the whole season, but to get 1 ticket or 2 tickets, like I could do that every month. That's, my brain is always thinking creatively. And they're like, it's 40 grand for both the tickets. I'm like, damn, I don't got 40 grand. And then they're like, but we do 0% financing. And I was like, oh shit, I'm in. Anybody ever been offered financing and you just buy everything? I don't know. Maybe y'all aren't like me, broke man mindset. I'm like, let's finance it. We'll figure it out. And they financed me these tickets, and it changed my life. You know why? Because I'm different than everybody else. And when I say that, I truly mean that, because I truly want to treat my customers like that. Okay. I would hold a contest every month. I'm like, the top referral person, is going to get 5 tickets to this month's game. You're going to go to the Lakers game. You're going to go to all this. And then I would make them tag me at the game. I'm like, all you got to do is tag me. I'd announce the winner. I'd be like, John, you got 5 referrals. This person got 4 referrals. This person got 2 referrals. Bro, I'm selling 15, 20 cars off of one little challenge that I thought about. One little idea of, how do the customers view me? How do I add value to their life? And how do I add altitude in my brand? How do I not come off as just the everyday guy, but somebody totally different? Okay. I posted and if you don't believe it's real, you can go to my Facebook right now, Ian Macklin, and go back like 10 posts, and you'll see me as an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid. It says like 15 years ago. and it's me sitting there getting ready to buy my first season tickets. What was that? Guys, that was my experience. I was trying to figure out ways that I could take this experience to the next level. I have a team right now. They're the #1 Honda team in the world, 13 years running, downstairs right now. And when they got here, I already had their breakfast ready. I had a workout, customized to them ready. I have experiences laid out over these 3 days, all these different experiences that I probably spent $4,000 to $5,000 on. Okay. I'm literally thinking, how do I make this just the biggest vibe that they've ever seen? It's going to be growth minded. It's going to be all these things. But when they go back, I want them to spread the message. Listen here, guys. This should change your life. Your VIP clients, the clients that you do the best job with, you know what they're going to do? They're going to spread the word everywhere. Everywhere. They're literally going to be recruiters for you. They're affiliates. They're going to be affiliates for you. They're going to be like, dude, you got to see this guy, Ian. He's crazy. You should see what he did for me. Oh my God. Oh, you're not even going to believe it, man. I've invested in all these little chains that I'm giving them, right? I have all these little things that I'm doing that add up to be the big things. Okay. Now, couple that with the right advertising and you're winning. So the Zoom is about advertising, but I said marketing in my verbiage. So I wanted to deliver some marketing advice. It's how people see you. It's how you're perceived in the market. It's how your customers view you. It's how your salespeople view what they're doing. And if you can understand that even in email verbiage, then you're winning. If you can understand that in your marketing verbiage, then that's how you're going to really, truly win. Okay. So that's what I got to say. Nate's going to hit you guys with some absolute fire. He's going to go over it all, and just understand there's nobody. I've hired 90 guys in this space. Some of them did really well. And I was doing really well with them, but to me, there's nobody better, like for real. So, I think it's going to be very, very, very good for you guys to be able to attain this information. So I'm going to let you rock, Nate. That's all I got, man. Keep kicking ass, guys. Grateful for you guys. I see a lot of you guys in our school community. In our elite training university. I'll drop the link in there if you're not in there and you want to just build and grow every day. We do things every day in that community that are absolutely fantastic in sales, training, personal development, and leadership development. So anyways, you'll also get a recording of this. Who said that? Yep, you'll get a recording for sure, Joe. You got it, buddy. Okay, I'll kick it over to Nate. Nate, rip it. Show him what you got. Hey, cool thing about Nate, last thing is he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. He's a master of that. He's also a sales guy, and then he's also a nerd. Okay. It's very rare that you get a nerd sales guy, competitor. Like most of the time I get on the phone with them and I'm like talking to like the nerd. I'm like, oh, he don't get me. He doesn't understand sales. He doesn't understand how sales works. That's probably the thing that I like about him most is he's been on the sales floor. He has a big company. He runs a sales team. So he understands sales at like an extreme level that most nerds don't. Okay. So he's like the nerdiest nerd in the world. He built me a custom CRM in one day that some companies were telling me wasn't possible to build in 6 months. He built it in a day. You know what I mean? He had fully running automations and fucking all kinds of shit that I don't understand in one day. So he's badass. All right, guys. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for the intro, Ian. Appreciate you, bro. It's been epic just working with Ian's team. Actually, guys, I got started with the Elliott Group, I think January of this year. And it's been a wild ride these last 9-10 months, just rocking with these guys, them pouring into me. And really the main thing is like they've helped me to just gain utter confidence in what I'm doing and just being like, dude, you're getting those results for this guy and these results for us. Like, dude, you're crushing it. Like, why aren't you charging $1 million? Like, whatever, you know? So what I'm going to show you guys today is I'm going to show you guys, I got a presentation here, and I'm going to also share a little study guide with you guys so that you can follow along. Okay, so let me share this in the chat so you'll have it here. And this will have a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, some of the links and stuff, because this is going to be really valuable, guys. I'm going to be on here to really provide you with the insight today. So let me just send this over to you guys here. Okay, and if you want to make your own copy of this, go ahead, just go to File and then make a copy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and we're going to get into this. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how you can replace your marketing agency in 15 minutes or less per week by using simple social media ads and automations to skyrocket your customer acquisition. Real quick, who in here, drop in the chat if you're running ads, drop a 7 if you're already running ads. Okay, just so I can kind of gauge the audience. And if you're not running ads, then drop a 0. Okay, we got a couple guys. Okay, cool, Seth. Okay, cool. So we got a couple guys running ads in here and a couple guys new. Looks like all organic. Okay, cool. Cool. This is going to be really beneficial for you guys then. Cool. So this is going to be really beneficial for somebody that's already running ads or somebody that's just wanting to get started and actually just like skip through and have the best thing to start with. So for those of you guys that just are meeting me, I'm Nate Tilley. I built a 7-figure business by age 25 with one acquisition channel, just paid ads and automation. So I learned how to do paid ads, and then I ran paid ads that said, hey, if you want paid ads, click on this paid ad and I'll do your paid ads for you. This whole loop. And that's how I built my whole 7-figure business. So people would be like, hey, I don't know if ads work. And I'm like, well, how did we get on the phone, Mr. Business Owner? You clicked on my ad. Right? That's the entire way that I've got all my clients. I'm still deeply rooted in automotive, but I've branched out into other industries. I've actually been able to work with 450 businesses doing their lead generation across 30 industries and verticals. And I'm going to share some of that insight with you guys today. So what you're going to learn today, and we're going to go fast, guys. I'm going to show you success stories of clients we've helped scale across a lot of different industries and a lot of different sizes of businesses. So you know that this will work for you. I'm going to teach you about this golden opportunity, which is literally still a blue ocean for local businesses because most of your competitors don't even have this stuff even close to tapped in. Depending on where you're at in the United States, or if you're in a different country, even different pockets of the country really haven't advanced that much in their marketing and their business and their economics. And that creates a huge opportunity for you. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you how to craft a winning ad strategy, how to set up your test ads. Okay. So you don't blow a bunch of money and you can see what works for you. And then I'm going to show you what you should know about when running ads, things to consider, how to automate the whole follow-up, and how to scale. Okay. So mainly we're going to be talking about lead generation today. Because lead generation is perfect for local service-based businesses. You can use it if you're a coach or a high-ticket business. And lead generation across the board is really just getting somebody to give you their information in exchange for whatever you're offering on your ad. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some ads that I've ran for e-commerce as well, but they're not going to be as relevant to some of you guys in here that are local service. But I'm just going to show you that the industry doesn't matter, ads work. Okay, so one of the clients I've been working with for 3 years, Garden City Jeep in Long Island, we've generated 1.37 million gross profit off of $60,000 in ad spend and 3 million video views. And these are with videos that you guys have never seen car dealers run. Like these are really unique stuff. I'm going to show you some of that. This is K-Pot Ocala, Florida. This is a mom and pop restaurant we worked with who 2 months ago, they were able to do 10x ROAS. That's return on ad spend. We spent $1,500 for their local mom and pop restaurant in 1 month, and they generated $15,000 in sales. They had lines out the door. Every seat in the entire restaurant was filled, and they had never had that many people coming in. They had their whole staff working overtime, and they're making more money than they ever did. People would see our ad, go try out the food, and then comment on the ad and say, hey, I had a great time. Awesome food. Go try it out. What would it be worth to your local business if you had a system that was generating you new clients, and then those new clients were coming back and leaving reviews on that same ad as it continues to grow and get new clients? It's worth a lot. Okay. For these guys, it was worth 10x what they invested with me. This is a little business right here, e-commerce. If some of you guys have a side hustle or you want to just, hey, I just want to try launching some ads for a product. This guy had a product. He does engraving signs. Like he'll make you a sign that says like Lake Tahoe or whatever. And we spent $725 on this guy's ad, and he turned that into $7,650. This was a single operation guy. We broke his side hustle. He had more sales in the first 3 weeks than he had in the past 5 years of relying on referrals and word of mouth. Okay, so this is just to show you guys the scope, and this is a big brand, Show You Roll. This is a top jiu-jitsu brand. If any of you guys do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, they're like the king of jiu-jitsu in the space. We've generated $575,000 in sales for them, and we've only had to invest $23,000 in ad spend to do that. Imagine if you were able to get a 24x return on investment with anything. Like if we went to Vegas and we got 24x our money, we would be freaking ecstatic, right? Well, you can actually do that with a systematic process using ads. Ian and Evan, okay, I've been able to help them with the Elliott Training Academy, formerly known as the ESU. Okay. And we did a 6 figures up front and built a 7 figure back end business in under half a year with just running one ad strategy. Okay. I got us to the top 10 ranked spot in school games, 25 all-time leaderboard, 100 plus new leads per day. And guys, the thing that's crazy about this is all the people that are being impacted. Ian and Evan, they're changing lives every day. So when I'm running my advertising, I take pride in the fact that we're showing that to new people. If you love your product, if you love what you do, if you love the people you help, and you know that you provide a good service, you're doing yourself and the people that can value from what you have to offer a disservice by not actually offering it to them. This is what advertising does. Okay, so these are all paid ads, and this is all on Facebook and Instagram that I'm talking about so far.
Hey,
I work
Nate, can
with
I say one thing on that?
Yes, sir.
The other day I called him and I said, "Hey, dude, I see this guy doing this in-person meetup ad. I want to do the same thing. I think it could be super cool. Tell me what to shoot." He coached me on what to shoot. So you just need people like that around you that can like help you make a dream, like something, a vision. But I don't know how to hook up calendars and back end and all of that shit. And he's gonna go over that with you, more of the technical side. But Nate, I had you shoot that thing and you told me, hey, you only need to put $50 a day towards it, right? And
Yep.
I was at like $500 that I spent on it. And I had like 80 something leads, right? Nate, like my cost per click was like under
Yeah.
$1, right? So like
Yeah.
it was like 49 cents or something. And like I think about 60% of those people booked on the calendar. And then he built that to where I just kept getting text messages, all these people booking appointments. And I had to call him. And it was like kind of like sad that I was like, hey, can you turn it down for just a second? Because you got me like, and honestly, dude, I will start putting 10, 20, 30. I've only put $500. I swear to God, you should show him that. But I've only put like $500 towards that. But ads are kind of crazy because then once you find one that's really, really good for you, you don't have to run like 7,000 different ones. You might have to like split test a few, and he's helped me with that. I'm sure you're going to go into that. But dude, I'm honestly mind blown by that one ad because now it's like transformed this way that I'm going to do business with some of these people. And it was just an idea that I ran by you. You executed for me. And honestly, I'm a little bit sad that I can't convert more of them right now, but I was just like, fucking, oh my God, dude, this is nuts. So anyways, that helped me a lot.
Ads are a beautiful way to go from idea to execution so fast because of the way that we run ads. You don't need a big team. You don't need a fancy production, video equipment, studio. You don't need any of that. Okay. If you have that thing that most of us have in our pocket, a cell phone, okay, and you have access to Wi-Fi, you can start running ads today in like no time. Okay. Most of the pre-work is actually the hardest part, figuring out your offer, figuring out like, what people want. And if you just go in blind, you're gonna be way behind. So I'm gonna show you how you can actually legally hack the best offers that are going around. And that's what we're gonna get into. So yeah, just so you guys know, and just to kind of go over the resume a little bit more here, I work with 200 plus dealerships. They get an average of 500 additional leads per month. They'll sell between 10 to 30 extra cars a month, and they do an average of 8 to 15x return on investment with us. Many of them who have been with us for years. Logos Jiu-Jitsu, the Jiu-Jitsu Academy I train at. I was like, hey guys, can I try running your ads so I don't have to pay a membership? I didn't want to pay the $200 a month. They're like, sure. I started running their ads. I took them from 140 members and netting 0 new every month because gyms, they have a lot of churn. So you might bring on 10, but you lose 10 every month. So you're not actually growing, you're stagnant. And now they're adding 30 new members last month with less churn. And they're up to 315 total students from spending $50 a day in ads. Local businesses, there's no reason, like if you're in a local area, you can set a geo-fenced area, 25-mile radius around your business and only show up on people's phones who are in that area. Like there's so many ways you can apply that as a local business, depending on what you do. And I want to do some workshopping with you guys too. So like be ready to tell me a little bit in the chat about what you do, what you offer, what you sell. So I could tell you kind of like how an ad strategy would work for them. But and I'm showing you guys like 10 fitness kickboxing gyms. One we helped save after COVID and scale monthly recurring revenue up by 70%. We get them 30 to 65 new members at each location, spending $75 a day. And guys, the reason I show you this is because this same system across all these different industries and businesses and facets, it's all with just one main channel, and that's just ads. And I'm going to show you how that works. Small budgets to big budgets, it's all the same if you get these crucial things right, which I'm going to show you. And as I mentioned, I get my own clients from ads as well. I've also helped 15 other agency owners. I don't know, any of you guys know Ethan from Shiftly? I don't know if you guys have seen Shiftly. Okay, so Ethan is another agency owner, and he was like, "Hey, man, I want to do what you do." I taught him how to do it, and now his clients are getting amazing results. There's like 15 other companies out there that are now getting local businesses good results from this same system. So why should you personally do ads? Why does it make sense for your business? Well, it's literally the golden opportunity of this era. If you wanted to do marketing, let's say 30 years ago, okay, your options, you've got billboards, you've got print, you've got radio, you can send flyers to people's houses, and you can wait on referrals and word of mouth, or you could do some cold calling and stuff like that. Okay. Print, traditional advertising, they're expensive. The cost to reach 1,000 people with print compared to with digital, it's about $1,000 with print, and on digital, it's about $100. So you're paying 10 times less on digital. And let's say if we went and presented a newspaper article, or we put a billboard up, imagine you get a billboard up there and you look up and you're like, shoot, that offer sucks. You can't just change it. That billboard's up there for now, however long the contract is. A lot of times these are like $2,500 a month on 12-year agreements. Like you can't split test, you can't choose who you're targeting, and you're spending all this money and you don't have any data. Now with the golden era, I mean, every single person is on social media. There's 3.27 billion daily active users on social media. Every demographic of people. I like Facebook and Instagram because you can pretty much get every demographic of people through there, and it's one platform, Meta. So you don't really need to, depending on your business model, other platforms might work better for you with the ads, or they might work as well. But Facebook and Instagram, I have yet to find a business that I can't get results on Facebook and Instagram because everybody's on their phone. People are like, oh, does Facebook and Instagram still work? I don't know. Have you gone anywhere and seen people not on their phones? Look at the screen. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's whatever else they're doing, but it's, everybody's getting funneled to like 5 to 7 major platforms, and you can show ads on them, and you can pay to force yourself into people's feeds. And between, I mean, you got grandmas on Facebook playing bingo, and of course on Instagram too, you got young people. So you get everything through there. It's a low barrier to entry setup. We've got some people that are spending like $15 a day, and they're crushing it with ads. They're getting appointments, they're getting people in the door. And you just got to ask yourself, when you're investing in your business, it's a time versus money thing. Ads buy your time back. Like you can cold call, cold email, knock doors, do all those things. All of them work. I'm not a person that says one thing's better than the other. But the pros and cons to running ads is like, the pro is you get your time back. Somebody reaches out to you. Okay, my sales cycle, I'm not reaching out to somebody begging them to get on a pitch with me. People reach out to me and they're like, hey, I saw your video. I watched like an hour of your stuff. I booked this call. I got my general manager. I got my sales manager. We want to know what it costs to work with you. Like they're already pre-sold. So when you can do this, you get people coming to you that are pre-sold. You can pre-vet them. And through this process that I'm going to show you, you can actually just increase everything if you have the money. Okay. The cons is it takes money. It takes money and you're not going to get it right the first time. Right. But, when you can do a 10x ROI, that's going to be attractive, and it doesn't come right away overnight. Okay. So this is how to create a winning strategy for your business. I'm going to show you guys like one thing when I say it doesn't happen overnight, marketing is a lot like a garden. Okay. And if you guys just bear with me for this analogy, it's like each one of us have our own garden. Okay. And our garden, you might have a garden in Arizona. I might have a garden in Denver. That's going to be different types of crops, different kinds of bugs, different kinds of insects, different kinds of fertilizer, climate conditions. That's the economy. That's roadblocks in the economy. All of those different factors play in. So when you start thinking about your online marketing, you have to ask yourself like, well, what are my seeds? Do I have any roots? Okay, some of you guys might have not done anything for a long time. You might have weeds. You might have to go and clear out the weeds on your social media profiles, on your existing offers, like the lack of clarity. You might have to go and clean all that up. But what you want to do is you want to get the foundation laid down. That's going to be understanding who you're targeting. I'm going to teach you today how, if you understand your customer well, the ad writes itself. Okay, so that's the foundation. Then you start planting the seeds. Okay, you start testing different offers and finding one that works. Okay, as a garden's growing, do we plant seeds and overnight we get to eat watermelon and mangoes or whatever it is? No, it's like, uh, can you guys mute? There's a little bit of feedback. I'm not sure which one it was. Okay.
See anything in here that says she has quit her job.
Colby, on your second device, brother. Thank you, sir. Yep, appreciate it. But yeah, guys, so like you want to think about these things. A lot of people, they want to plant the seeds and then they want to just eat like an avocado, like pick it off the tree. And it's like,
Right.
ads.
I didn't do that.
Uh, Colby, I think it's, oh, you got it now, brother. Okay, yeah. So it's like, you got to give time to let all this stuff grow. But if you're growing a weed, that would be like a campaign that sucks and you keep trying to water it, it's never going to grow. So you have to first find something that's budding fruit, that's starting to produce. Okay. Then you have to keep the insects away and stuff like that. You got to make sure you're working the leads. You got to so there's all these things. I always think the process to marketing is so similar to a garden. If you're actually a gardener, or maybe your lady is, or you've ever done it, like think about that and apply that to your business. And it's literally so similar to advertising. If you want to reap a harvest, you have to go through all the steps in advertising that you would have to go if you're going to make a greenhouse or grow a garden. Okay. So like I said, when you know the customer, the ad writes itself. My mentor told me this a long time ago, and this is so incredible. And I'm going to show you guys, like, this is what we do is I know how to write marketing. Like, you guys could tell me anything for your business and I can just write marketing right off my top of my head like nothing. But you can actually use AI to build your entire marketing ecosystem with this custom chat GBT prompt that I'm going to teach you guys today and give you access to. And so this is what it looks like. So on this study guide that you guys have access to here, I sent it in the Zoom chat, and I'll just send it again at the top for any of you guys that are new in here or joined late. Okay, so check this out, guys. Like, this profile, if you're going to do anything online, if you're going to hire another employee, if you're going to take on a single other client, then you need to do this exercise that I'm going to teach you. This exercise changed my business, changed all the clients' businesses that I work with, and you're going to find it right here. Okay, in this number 3 and number 3B2. Okay, 15-minute marketer sales copy blueprint. All right, this thing is going to change the way that you're able to market and represent your business. All right, I don't know if any of you guys know who Dan Henry is. He's like an old marketing OG. Well, he was in Pakistan, and I got a employee who's been with me years. He was out in Pakistan, or who lives out in Pakistan. And I told him, you got to go see Dan Henry. And he's like, oh, it's a one-on-one. It's $2,500. I said, I'll pay for it. I don't care. You need to get there, get a picture with him, pick his brain, whatever. And one of the biggest things that Dan Henry told my employee Salman in Pakistan when I had them meet up was, he's like, you will be twice as successful online or in anything you do if you learn how to perfectly describe what you do. You will be twice as successful in whatever you do if you learn how to perfectly describe what you do. A lot of business owners, they run their ads or they do their marketing and they assume that their customers know how the process works. Like, I work with car dealers, and car dealers are like, yeah, I can't believe this lady reached out to me. She's upside down on her trade. She owes too much money. She's got bad credit and she's got no money down. And it's like, well, your ad says everybody's approved no matter what your situation is. You assume that somebody's going to know what the criteria is, how everything works, and they don't. The average reading level in the United States, I think, is like, I know it's under a 6th grade level. I think it's like 3rd grade level, in between 3rd and 5th grade level. And so you got to think, like, people just are simple, okay, to say it nicely. I don't know why. Screen just changed. So you just got to take that into mind. You just got to always be describing what you do perfectly and simply. And it's like, it seems too easy, and it really is that easy. But if you can just say, like if I can make an ad today and I'm just like, hey guys, I'm Nate, and I help stagnant businesses to generate more customers with ads that take about a day to launch. It's just like, all we're trying to do in marketing is get crispier and crispier with how we describe things. Less is more, condensing things down, but being very sharp with that. So what this is is this is the 15-minute marketer messaging matrix, okay? So ideally, once you have all this stuff up, you can run this system yourself with about 15 minutes per week of work if you're doing this in-house. Of course, some of you guys might have different needs. You might want to work with somebody like myself to just get this off your plate, but I'm going to show you what we do. So we go through with each one of our clients and we fill out this worksheet where we write out what their niche is, their avatar, that's the type of people they work with. The red kind of explains each prompt, you know, what their complaints, their fears, their mistaken beliefs, their objections, their expensive alternatives, their example clients. I fill all this stuff out in depth and I spend a lot of time. Like I have this for my own business, the Shift Social, and all of this stuff is filled out, all of our credibility. We work with Andy Elliott's team, you know, just did a podcast with Ty Lopez, millions of dollars generated. Case study 1, we helped save this guy's business. He was in bankruptcy. Case study 2, 70, you know, so we write all those things down. And as you grow as a company, keep writing that stuff down. And this becomes a guide. And even if you never use this for ads, you never use this for AI, you fill out all this. Imagine a new appointment setter starts with your company and you pass him this. He's got any questions? He's got 3 case studies that he can reference on his sales calls. He understands what the risk reversal is. He sees what the different mechanisms of how we help people achieve their goals. He understands the frequently asked questions. You can put your logo description. So if you're making a website, if you're working with a designer, if you're doing anything online, contractors, whatever you're doing, you need to have like a blueprint like this. Like this is like a business key. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, click file, go to make a copy, and then name it up here, your business. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to adjust all of these different things for your own business. Okay. And just type it in the boxes and keep this down and save this in your Google Drive or save this for yourself, because I'm going to show you what we do with this next. Okay. So that's step 1 is you're going to fill out the marketing messaging matrix, okay? And this is going to be an entire blueprint that just puts all your stuff in one place, like a key for your business. And then step 2, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to open up ChatGPT, OpenAI 4, and you're going to take this entire prompt, which I'm going to find my businesses right here. Actually, this is one of my clients. And I'm going to take this whole prompt right here. And I'm actually just going to click edit and select all, edit, copy. And then this is what you do. And you can pretty much automate your entire marketing structure with this. And I'm not a guy that's just like, hey, let AI do everything and just don't look over anything. I understand marketing as a fundamental principle, so I could just write this out of my head. But this really, for somebody that doesn't know marketing, like this, honestly, to me is like such a good way for you. You just talk about your business in here, put it in here, and then watch. Look, it's going to classify everything. And now I'm going to say, write me an ad copy for booking a one-to-one call with Joey. That's my client. So first it's going to write everything down. It's going to classify it. It's going to like index it. And it's also going to update its memory. This is something to where now it has in this thread, it's going to always have all this data. So I can come back to this. You'll see I have people's businesses saved on the sides here because I can go back at any time and it's already got all this preloaded in there. So I can go back and I can feed it more information. Like, you know, one thing that we'll do, not to get too crazy technical, but like if you got a YouTube video and in the YouTube video, you're really explaining a lot of stuff. Well, on YouTube, you can actually take a transcription from any video and you can get like, here's my client right here. Some of you guys might know this handsome fella. And what you can do is you can literally go into this transcription inside of any YouTube video and you can copy this whole thing, boom. And then you can input this into GPT as well. And you can ask it to make an ad based off my new video. Make an ad based on my new YouTube video. Because now it has the entire structure of the video all laid in here. So basically, guys, the idea with AI is by itself, it's going to suck. It's going to just be cookie cutter. It's going to be generic. But when you can prompt it with very strict guidelines that give it a lot of personality, that give it a lot of character, you can really get this thing to be a savage marketing team. Like imagine if you could walk into a boardroom and be like, Hey guys, I need a new ad for Instagram and an event I'm doing. Like if you could walk into your office just next door and say this to somebody and they produce this for you in 60 seconds, or I need a post for social media, or I need an email to send out to my list. Like this is actually good. And it's only good because of all the data that we fed it. And we've told it what is good, by doing this exercise. So this is the hack, guys. If you try to use ChatGPT without this, you're gonna like just kind of go in circles. I found, at least I couldn't get past the fluff until I started doing this. Okay, so hopefully that's a valuable tip for you guys. Drop a 7 in the chat if that's valuable for you guys, if you're gonna use that. And let's keep rocking on this, okay? So I'm gonna throw a lot at you guys, okay? So just be ready. Now this is crazy, okay? How to hack your competition. Now, if I'm gonna start out an ad, do I want to go in there blind when somebody's already spent millions, probably billions? No. So what I'm gonna do here for step 3 is I'm gonna go to ads library in Facebook. Okay, I don't know if you guys all know this, but all the ads that are running live on Facebook right now today, it's public information. Okay, there's a series of laws that made it so people can't run ads behind the scenes without you knowing. Every business page has an ID attached to it, and it's all transparent information. So somebody in the chat, give me an industry that you're in, local industry or whatever it is, that we can hack and find some good ads for, so I could show you how this works. Okay, lawn and landscaping I saw first. Lawn and landscaping, or landscaping, sorry. So one thing that you're going to do here in this search bar is you can type in a keyword, like I could just type in landscaping, and that's going to give me 9,700 ads in the United States running for landscaping. But the problem is you'll see a lot that were just launched yesterday. So I don't want to look at ads that just launched yesterday because it doesn't tell me the results in the ads library. Okay, so I have to do some kind of like reverse elimination, process of elimination to figure out which ones of these are actually good. And the way that I do that is I don't look at any ad that was launched in the same month that I'm looking in. I look for ads that have been launched for at least 60 days, and I'd prefer it to be 90 days. And how I do that is I click this little filters icon. And when I go to the filters icon in the top right, I'm able to then go down and filter the dates. So I can say from May, I don't know why it's in 2018, May 2024, okay, to October. Let's just go till September 1st, okay? So these are going to be ads that are still running today that we're running then. So now I'm starting to narrow in on some ads that have been running a while. If somebody's spending money on ads, they're not going to keep spending it if they're not making money back. So if this person's able to continue to run these ads, you can estimate that it's making them money, okay? And so I'm going to take a look here. Plumbing, electrical, and trade business owners, new system. You're going to find agencies when you do this, and not always the businesses that you're looking for. And that's actually okay. And I'm going to show you why in a second, but let me just look through here. So you're going to see a lot of crap. Like this is an example of a bad ad right here. Okay. It offers no value. This one's better. Full refund of landscape design fee with sign up of installation services of 50,000 or more. It's ballsy. I mean, I would never like I mean, it's pretty nuts to put 50K up there up front. I'm trying to find something. What you want to look for is something that looks local, something that looks like your crazy uncle just posted on his social media. That's what actually people click on. So
Hey,
like
I just
this.
wanted to update you on our new construction here in High Point, North Carolina. This property is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. All we're waiting is for landscaping.
Sounds stupid, but this guy is probably crushing with this. Because look, it looks like your crazy Uncle Gary just posted out a new construction home, and it's going to force itself into everybody's Facebook and Instagram feed. Cell phone videos are the single best ROI and the best thing that you can run. A simple cell phone video breaking things down is there's, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000 pictures. So the video aspect is really good. What you're going to do is you're going to keep looking through in here. And honestly, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that a lot of marketing agencies, whoever's working with landscapers, just don't care that much. Like these ads are very, very basic. There's not as much competition. I'm in one of the most competitive industries, automotive. So like dudes are crazy. Like they all spend 30K a month on ads minimum. Like they're going hard. So then the industry advances. With this, it's like you can see here, it's kind of an open market. Like there's not one theme that's kind of going over. The biggest thing that I see is these carousel image ads. So what you want to do is you just want to get a feel for some different copy and that's going to be this part, and some creative that's going to appeal to you. And it's an active, getting a lot of real estate. Okay, here we go. Pools and landscapes. Okay, that could be good. So this is one thing that caught my eye. Like this is professional. This looks good. So what you do when you find a business you like is you click see ad details, you click view ads, and actually you're going to be able to see all the ads that page is running. They're only running the one. What I would do is I would screenshot this and I would either add it to the bottom of my sheet right here, or I would just keep it in a drive somewhere as I keep going through. But landscaping, there's not a lot, but I do see some like marketing agencies. So if you see a marketing agency, one really good way to figure out the best ads that work is by hacking marketing agencies. If you're really like you're an actual landscape business owner, you can jump on calls, and people do this with me all the time, jump on calls and just ask me about my system, and they really have no intent in signing up with me. And I'm really good at fielding for that now, but they're able to really quickly validate their concerns. Like, hey, so you guys work with this dealership, right? Okay, like what kind of ads do you run for them? And I tell them and I walk them through. Like, of course, I'm thinking that they want to sign up with me, so I'm really forthcoming and telling them about our strategy. And in the behind the scenes, maybe they're just getting data off me so they can be confident in what they're doing. It's fine. It's like at the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to prove the concept to yourself, to your team, and to your partner if you have one, that this is going to work. And then from there, you can start to get more creative and put more personality. For landscaping, I don't see a lot of good ads. I'm going to give you guys a good ad template today. Like this is okay. Take yard work off your to-do list. Some of these are okay. Elite lawn is local to me. Okay, yeah. So that's one other thing that you can do. You look up a keyword and then you look up a competitor. So you know exactly what your competitor's running. Okay, so from this page, they're not running anything. You might check a couple of their pages. Okay, this page they are. All right, so this is an example of a business that's actually prioritizing ads. So this is going to be a system where you're going to want to pay a lot of attention. Okay, so far I see very basic. They're converting people on their website. All right, this is important to note how they're driving traffic, where they're taking people. Okay, so you're gonna just hack this, and you can screenshot these and get some ideas. But honestly, like I think I could tell ChatGPT to make me a better ad for landscaping, just by what we've got already. So the way that I like to run ads, let me jump back into this, is yeah, I'll check that out. So there's three main types of ads that I like to start with. Okay, once you have an idea of some offers, you see some people putting out pictures, it's not only to help you find the best stuff, but it's also to give you confidence. Like we looked in there at those landscaping ads and we're like, oh, I could do that. Like that's simple, easy stuff. So it gives you confidence by looking in there and knowing that people are spending the money. Three ads that I like to start with and the pros and cons of each ones. Okay, you want to do DM ads. DM ads are easy to set up. There's no tech required, but the con is it takes longer to qualify lead and you're just going to get a bunch of messages. So I didn't like running them before, but now I like running them because they're so fast to set up. And I'm going to show you the pictures and stuff to use to where like all of you guys should be able to launch an ad today. Like there's no reason not to because of how easy this stuff actually is. It just is, there's a lot of steps. That's what makes it complicated, but it's actually very simple. It's, just knowing how to navigate. So DM ads, you guys can do super easy, get them set up same day, launch them. It's just on an Instagram DM. It's like, hey, send me the message for more information. Lead forms. Okay. If any of you guys have ever ran lead forms or you've seen them on Facebook and Instagram ads, that's when you just put your information right in on Facebook and it just sends into the lead center. Okay, so this, you don't need a website, you don't need a funnel, you don't need anything like that. They're really easy to test ads and offers. And they're also flexible, and you can pre-qualify leads by asking them like, do you have any experience, or what kind of car are you looking for? When's your timeline on buying a new house? Or, what landscaping project are you interested in? You can ask that pre-qualifying question up front. That way you get better quality leads. Remember, the more friction you add into the process, the higher quality or intent the leads are going to be, but also the cost is going to raise up. If you add more qualifying questions, like we've got some forms where we're getting 20 questions before somebody can even submit the info. And those are going to be more than the ones that it's just one question. And then finally, the last one is a funnel or a landing page. This is for more advanced people who are further along, where you're going to create essentially a website, but it's not going to have all the different links and buttons and everything that a website has. It's going to have one singular focus, and that's booking a call or selling a product or getting somebody to join your email list. And that's where you'll send traffic for the lead to convert. I don't like sending traffic to websites because a lot of websites are very outdated. They have too much going on, and it makes it hard for people to actually stay focused. So this is how to set up your test ads, guys, and what you're going to do. Now that you have a winning ad framework, you filled out the GPT, you've got a prompt, you've got your AI marketing team right here loaded up, ready to ask it any questions. Now what you're going to do is you're going to follow this copy and paste ad framework. So this is what I like to do. Okay. And let me just, I think I can do it like this, screenshot this and send it. And oh, it doesn't let me do it like that. Okay, I'll make sure this is in the document for you guys. I'll add it. But so attention, geolocation residents, are you tired of the problem you solve and ready to solve problem without objections they have? Go into your offer. Benefit bullet 1, benefit bullet 2, benefit bullet 3. Insert your credibility, easy steps to working with you. Talk about the 1, 2, 3. Call to action and scarcity. Okay, so this would look like this. Attention, Denver residents, are you tired of grass that it looks like terrible and rocks out of place in your yard, and your wife constantly telling you that we need to fix the patio plants? I don't really know anything about landscaping. And are you ready to finally have the yard of your dreams, where you can have people over and do barbecues and have a great time without having to pay for a company that doesn't have any credibility, or work with somebody that's going to mess up your yard? Well, check this out. You can get our landscaping, battle plan, or landscaping free consultation, where we'll come out to your house and we'll, like, you have to have an offer. The offer is going to be related to your business, but it's maybe you go out and you do an on-site evaluation. That could be your offer. Maybe you do a 15-minute phone call over video and you tell them kind of what their quote would be. The most basic is just like, get a free quote on landscaping. Like, you want to make it sexier than that. You want to make it like, hey, when you reach out to us, we'll give you a custom 3D blueprint with the software that we use, free of charge, no obligation, and we'll talk to you about your custom needs. That just makes it a no-brainer for people to click on. If you're like, hey, get a free quote now, people are like, oh, it's a sales pitch. Like, I'm going to instantly just get a price, and that's it. So you want to make it a little bit incognito and really provide the value that you're going to offer them, the information. Then you put benefit bullet 1, 2, and 3. So you could say benefit bullet 1 is like the materials you use or the equipment is like higher quality. Benefit bullet 2, how you save money, or you're cheaper than the other guy, but you have the best quality. So your benefit bullets want to be anything related to saving time, making money, or getting status. Okay, so getting status would be like, your yard is going to look great. Okay, you don't want to do benefit bullets that are just like talking about your features. Like, we use XYZ freaking trucks or whatever. Like, we use the best rakes or whatever kind of thing. Like, that people don't care about that. You want to directly tie the benefit bullet to things that make them money, things that save them time, and things that give them status or fame. Okay, so a thing that makes them money is, or makes or saves money, same thing, really, but saves money Okay, I don't know landscaping. How many homeowners might not know that 97% of the cracks that are letting in bugs or getting into your garage, like something like a benefit bullet that's going to save you money, like potential cracks in your foundation can cause flooding into your house. Like you're not going to have to worry about that. That's benefit bullet 1. Benefit bullet 2 is fast 7-day turnaround service. It's going to be easy. It's going to save you time, no headaches. We've done it 1,000 times. Benefit bullet 3, your house is going to look spectacular on that corner lot for barbecues. All your neighbors are going to be jealous, and then you insert credibility. This is going to be worked with X number of people. So worked with 1,500 homeowners, and you can even put the Denver or the area, worked with 1,500 Denver homeowners to make them a beautiful home. Okay, you can put how many Google reviews you've got. You can put any kind of credibility. And this can also be a testimonial directly. So you can go to your Google page and you can copy a testimonial or a review from somebody and put that at the bottom of your benefit bullets. And then you just quote the person. So it's like, this company's great. They helped me get my yard, all cleaned up. Highly recommend. And then you just name it Sarah M, like whatever the first name is and the last initial. That's it. Now you have a real review that they can also find on your Google. It's already public information. And now you're leveraging that on your social media. And then the easy steps to work with you. Reach out to us via phone call. We'll give you a same-day quote, and we can have your project approved and accepted within 48 hours. Okay, call to action, click below. Scarcity, limited number of crews on the ground. Okay, slots are going fast. The scarcity can't be BS. It can't be fake. It can't be like, oh, we're only offering this for a limited time. It's like, no, that's your whole business. You offer that all the time. Like you're a landscaper. Like you're not going to stop. Like, so don't do fake scarcity, but just tie it to the realities of your capacity restrictions. Like me, I can only take on like 10 to 15 clients a month. So in my ads, I say that I'm like, we can only take on 15 clients this month. We're already at 8. So if you guys want to work with me this month, then you should reach out. Okay, so that is an ad copy workshop right there. I've used this just off the top of my head, posts, anything. This works really well. And what you can do is you can take this, copy this, and then paste it into your marketing team GPT right here. And now it'll spit you out an ad with that same formula. Okay, so you just literally put this in here and say, make me an ad with this formula. It's going to spit it out because you already gave it all the context with this prompt that we did. You see? Okay. All right, guys. So that's the ad copy. 3 types of ad creative you can test in minutes. All right. This is going to be, hey, sweetie, can you grab me my phone, please? So these are going to be the 3 types of ad creatives that you can test in minutes. I'm going to jump around here. Since we got a small crew today, I don't think you guys will mind. Let me show you just a couple of these. I got a different presentation for dealerships. This is going to represent this well. Thanks, sweetie. So the first one that I mentioned is hypnotic viral video ads. Okay, and this dealership, like I said, we've helped them sell 365 cars. There's me with the finance manager. This is them, and we've absolutely crushed it for them. The main type of ad style we do for these guys is these hypnotic viral video ads. Okay, so this is direct response style. This isn't, what's up? It's Nate down here at Toyota. We got cars, we got trucks. Me. A lot of business owners, they finally get over the hump to get on camera, and then they're just like, me, my business, me. And it's just like you got 2 mouths and 1 ear. Like people want to actually know about them. So direct response is completely flipping the script. So your direct response video ad, like David's, for example, you could see he's got 587 likes there, 92 comments, 70 shares. He says, if you got bad credit, low credit, or no credit, listen up. I'll be your voice to the bank. I'll help you get approved. Plates, registration, insurance. I'll help you with everything. It doesn't matter your situation. Just reach out to me today. That's it. And then he did another one where he showed a picture of a customer he helped. And he's like, I was able to get this guy approved into a Scat Pack Hellcat for only $500 down because, after he'd been denied everywhere else, because he worked with me and I'm here to help you and this and that and the other in the Denver area. Like it has to be all about them and just like where we're going to help. Like the only time we come in to the mix is how we're helping you with this one thing. So You know, for the landscaping example, it would be like, what's up, Denver residents? If you're ready for a new yard, okay, you need to get a new look, and your wife has been giving you the honeydew list, and it just keeps growing, and you know you're not going to get to it before fall. Check it out. I'm doing a special for Denver homeowners, $5.99 off your service. We're going to come out to your property. We're going to evaluate it. And if it's a good fit, if you want us to work, we'll have crews on the job site within 48 hours. All you have to do is click below to request this on-site evaluation, and we'll come and see what we're working with today. Something like that. Then you can flash to some testimonials or not. You don't even have to do any editing. You literally can just pull out your phone, make this video, and post it. These platforms, they put captions for you and everything. If you are going to edit it, use CapCut because it's got AI freaking captions. So this video style, I'm going to show you 2 more ads that you guys can do right away today. And I just want this to be very valuable for you guys so you can walk away with here and be like, oh, I can make an ad. And you might launch one and then you're like, oh, this is hard. I don't know how much I should spend. Reach out to me. I'm going to show you guys how you can reach out to me afterwards. And I have a whole program for this. But yeah, so this is the second one, guys. Just get out Instagram stories, okay, IG stories, and just type a message. We're looking for people who want to be approved for a vehicle in the next 30 days. We're looking for homeowners who want to have their yard done in the next 30 days. We're looking for, let's see, what other industries do we got in the chat? Plumbing. We're looking for homeowners who want to get new toilets. Have you ever heard of a bidet? You know, it might be, you might love it. You know, like throwing different things out. We're looking for business owners who want to use AI. Our AI bots have saved 300,000 hours of time. Your income is your credit, whatever it is. And then they click on here, they go to the lead form. You see we're getting leads for $5.32. Okay, this is how easy it can be. And finally, the last type of ad that I want you guys trying, okay, there's no barrier to entry here, and that's by design. I want it to be so easy that you guys can be like, oh, I have 1,000 ads on my phone that I can launch later today. Okay, the last one is static image ads. Okay, all it is a picture. It's just a picture of anything. You want it to look like your crazy aunt or uncle just posted a random picture on social media. You don't want it to look like an ad. If it looks like an ad, people are going to treat it like an ad. They're not going to click on it, and you're going to lose out. So yeah, guys, those are 3 types of ads you could do. Let me see how we're doing on time. I know going a little deep here. Okay, cool. So we're going to go a little bit over here, guys. If you got to go, it's all good, but just stick around. We're almost to the end of this. And is this valuable for you guys? Sick. Well, thanks for being here. So 3 types of ads you can do. Pull out your phone and use that same ad copy framework that we built and just say that. And if you're really shy and you're like, dude, camera's so weird, then you don't have to do it all at once. You just do a little bit at a time. So you'll just be like, what's up, Denver? Pause. Oh, I'm scared. Second. If you want to get, I messed up. Pause. Okay, do another one. If you want to get into a nicer, newer vehicle, then check this out. Pause. And then you just stitch all those videos together, all the good ones. But you could just totally screw it up. You don't have to do it all in one take. Okay, that takes skill. It takes time to learn how to get the ads voice on. And the one tip that helped me the most with ad videos is 10x your energy. So like get into like DJ radio voice, like you're a late night radio host, DJ, you know, and you're, what's up? What LL Denver? We're out here. Like you gotta bring the persona of advertising, because advertising is word of mouth, it's speaking, it's energy, and you have to, you know, Ian crushes with telling you guys about that. So 10x the energy, jump in there. And basically too, it's not as much about the energy as it's about the experience and professionalism. Like all of you guys, I'm looking at all you guys here. If any of you guys started telling me about something that I didn't know about that was really interesting, I would listen. And that's what you're going to be able to do with video ads. Video ads are let me get to the right slide. Video ads are so good because you get the highest quality leads. I'll get people to reaching out to me that are like my bro. And I'm like, they're like calling me dude and stuff, like right on the sales call, like, what's up, bro? And I'm like, dude, do we know each other? He's like, bro, I watch like hours of your content. And I'm like, oh, what's up, homie? Like, we got to hang out. Like they feel like they know you. And so you'll attract people that are like you. So a little pro tip, once you do your own viral video ad, go in and have somebody else do it with a different demographic. Like if I'm a 27-year-old white male, I'm going to go and have like a 48-year-old black male do it, or like a woman or a younger girl or older girl. Like if you cover all demographics, whoever's in your video, whoever your spokesperson is, you're going to attract an audience like them. So you don't want to use a 20-year-old guy if you're selling to homeowners. They're going to be like, this kid doesn't know anything. It's not going to be a good investment for my stuff. You want to be on there yourself, the most professional. It's not the people that look like they should be on social media that make ad videos that make money. It's actually the people that are like, you wouldn't expect to see them in a video that are just like, hey, what's up? And they seem really professional, like a doctor. Okay. People in your local area, you run this in a 25-mile radius, they will really resonate with this. Like they'll see you putting yourself out there. Guess what? Your competitors can't copy your own ad. You can put anything else, they can copy everything. They can't copy your video word for word, and they can't deliver it with the same energy as you. Okay, the Instagram story ads are so easy. We talked about that. Just go there, type a message. We're looking for this. Click here for more. Targeting. Okay, a lot of you guys are going to get into your ads and you're going to be like, what do I do for my audience? Set a pin, write your location, write your address, set a pin. Okay, mark it 15 miles, or you can do 25 miles, just depending on how spread out your demographic is. You know your market area. Okay, set a pin. 25 miles, go to next. Don't do anything else. Okay, just make sure the geolocation is good and there's no other targeting. Okay, people will tell you there's like, oh, how can you target the highest buyers and all this? There's no such thing as targeting anymore. Facebook and Instagram have completely hacked and taken over all of what used to be targeting, and now they just do it because they know better. You know, so you used to have to go in there and toggle and do all this retargeting. Automatic retargeting automatically happens. You don't have to do anything. You just have to put a piece of code on your website and then it's tracked. It's, you know, so how you target people these days is the types of ads you make and who they call out and who clicks on them. So if you're getting a type of person that's clicking on your ads, Facebook's going to go and show it to another person like that. It's based on who's seeing your ads and how they click and engage. So your targeting is actually going to be done with your messaging. And how do you get your messaging? When you know your customer, the ad writes itself. So you know your customer really well. You put out what they want on the ad. You make it so that person's going to click on it, and then it's just automatically going to show other people. Nothing technical. Better ads. That's all it takes. So to set up an ad, guys, it should take like 15 minutes. Like actually setting up an ad is like way, way easier than anybody thinks, but you have to do all this pre-work that I just showed you. So, I mean, I'll literally show you, like, let me go to Ian's. Yeah, and that ad that we launched for them was just absolutely phenomenal, absolutely crazy. Guys, like, people always ask me about this. Yeah, just like we turned it down. We turned it way down since he asked me, and now we've just done 220 bucks, 40 leads, and with 40% of those booked, he's probably got 25 appointments from 220 bucks. And these are all people within 25-mile radius of him, you know? And so this is so easy to set up, guys. Like this is one audience. Okay. I'm going to show you just how I set this up, and then I'm going to mirror the setup. So I went to campaign level, I named it, and I clicked next. I went to audience level. I named it. I made sure it's the right page. I set the daily budget. And then I went and made the geolocation right. Okay, 50 miles to Scottsdale. Then I made my ad. And this was the ad that I told Ian to make.
It's Ian Macklin.
I told him what to say. Look, this is a cell phone video with editing and CapCut. Okay, so they've got a good team for editing, but you don't even need to do it that simple. You could just throw captions on it. Okay, all I did was I added the copy, okay, which is a custom built, headlines, description, okay, and then I put the lead form right here. So when somebody sees this, they're going to put their role. I'm a CEO founder. My estimate annual business revenue is this. What industry I'm in is this. They're going to write all that down. And then on the back end, they're going to go to the calendar page where they're going to be able to book their appointment. I feed all this information into my automations platform. Okay, remember Ian said I made him a custom CRM? So I feed all of this into his custom CRM, and that's where everything goes. So I'll show you guys that in a second, but literally to set up these ads, like I just showed you this full setup, this is what it's going to look like on your end. First of all, you have to have a business manager account, an ad account under your business, and a business page. Okay, if there's a lot of videos on YouTube that'll show you how to set that up right. It's not too hard. You can reach out to me, I can help you with it. But you can't do this from a personal ad account, and you need a business page. And the best way to do it is you have the business manager, and then you own all the assets under it. If you guys have worked with agencies in the past, some of you guys might be screwed up right now in the way that your Facebook is from sharing access with people, and maybe they didn't like share it back with you the right way. But don't worry about that. It's a little bit of a headache, but we'll move through it. Once you're all set up like this, and you can see this view right here, literally you go to create leads. I'm going to show you how this takes no time. I go to manual leads campaign. Okay, you can name it, but you don't even have to. If you want to be a Chad marketer, just click next. Chad marketers always win. They just send it. They just like put a good offer and send it. And the nerdy marketers that are all like geeking out over all the little buttons, none of it matters. Okay, so set the audience. Let's say I want to go all United States, or I told you guys like actually do the location. So okay, do the address. Boom. 50 miles. You'll know how far out your area can be, and you can adjust these things anytime. New ads. Okay, I'm gonna go add media, add image. Remember what I told you guys, the easiest ad that any of you guys can run right now is a static image from your Instagram. So like this is one that I just took, a static image that I just grabbed off Ian and Evan's Instagram. It's just a picture that they posted already. Okay, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add my copy. If we had the time, I'd write it all the way out, but we already have done the copy at this point. So you just copy and paste that in. The top copy is up here. Okay, the top copy goes up here. That's the primary. And the headline is here. This is where the headline goes. And then the description goes on the bottom. And it doesn't always show, but it goes down here. And I like to put a testimonial here. Or like something like sales related. And that's it, guys. That's literally, we got an ad set up. Then I would just build out the form, which you can do this very simple. And then I publish and set this up with my backend CRM. Okay, so there's a lot of steps to it. And it'd probably take you, realistically, it should only take 15 minutes if you know what you're doing and you have everything ready. But realistically, you probably set an hour aside and just get in there if you want to do this yourself. If not, you know my exact process. You can reach out to me. Obviously, we'll handle this for you. Here's some things to consider, guys, on the tail end of this. If you're going to hire an agency, or if you're going to build this out in-house, make sure whoever's handling this stuff for you is creative. Okay, the tool is the tool. Facebook and Instagram, nobody knows how to, it's not like a firearm where it's like you have a technique and a strategy and you have to like really like the tool you have to really like be proficient with and learn about. It's more like a very simple, like a mousetrap. It's like it only has like one way to work. There's only a few different buttons you could press. What you're actually paying for is the strategy, the thought leadership, and the execution of those strategies. Okay, so you want somebody like if Ian tells me something, like I'll come up with offers that from Ian that Ian thinks came out of his own head, because it's just like you just start getting such a good idea of the thought leadership. It's, I have trouble marketing for my own business. I have zero trouble marketing for anyone else's business in the entire world. I think it's the thing with marketers. So like a lot of times, like when you have an agency, you don't just want to get into a situation where they're like, what do you want us to do? Like, you don't want a bunch of order takers, because they're never going to help you get to the next level. Then you're going to be at the level of your marketing. And that's why I teach you guys this, because if you do something hybrid, like if you have these exercises out and you do some work and you build some ad copy, try it out yourself, you're going to get a better feel for things. And then you're going to be able to know and lead that agency. So you can get it cheap. If you want somebody to just press buttons, okay, and you want somebody that's going to do a decent job, do all the strategy yourself and hire somebody off Fiverr, super cheap, or hire your cousin and tell them to learn ads, super cheap, and then just kind of work with a consultant to make sure it works. But to get to the level that you really need to be, you need somebody that's going to come up with offers for you, ideas, creative, send you scripts, and help develop your business to the next level. Okay. A lot of agencies, we all went through the same courses and stuff. I've been doing this for 7 years. I started out detailing cars figured out how to sell cars using Facebook ads, started my agency. But a lot of these agencies, the way that they're taught is go out and sell something that you don't know how to do and get somebody to pay you. And then when they pay you, then go hire a contractor to do the work for you. It's a recipe for disaster. They try to learn on your dime, and it puts you in a really bad situation. So if you are going to work with agencies, just make sure that they actually have a track record, the deliverables are really clear, the expectations are set. You don't want an agency that's guaranteeing a bunch. If somebody's like, I have this crazy guarantee, I'm going to do all this for you. Run away. Okay. Guarantees, everybody's just so desperate for money that they're like, guarantee this. It's like you can't guarantee anything, and even in a perfect world. So in reality, you want to find somebody that believes in what they do, but sets good expectations and actually tries to kind of talk you out of it. Like, hey, Mr. Business Owner, this is actually going to take a little more time. There's going to be more money. This is going to be a little harder. That's somebody that probably realistically is being real with you versus the guy that's like, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be fast. It's going to be $1 million. And I'll give you my firstborn son if it doesn't work. It's like that guy just wants the invoice, like paid. So just some things to keep in mind. Guys, okay, I'm going to show you on this study guide too. I gave you some things to track, right? Like some questions are going to come into your mind. How much should I spend on ads? How much, like how does this all work, the economics? So what you do is, this is an exercise, and I'll just kind of go through at a high level that me and my team put together, where you enter your monthly expenses here and just change the colors in orange. The ones in orange you change. Current monthly revenue, change that. Okay. Do not update the numbers in white. Those will automatically update. So you're just going to put in your how much it costs, your expenses, and then put in your monthly revenue, your target monthly revenue. It's going to automatically spit out the difference. So let's say I'm at 93,000. Oh yeah. So it's not going to let you edit it at first. You're going to have to go to File, make a copy. And then when you make the copy, then it'll let you edit it, because you'll be then the owner. But yeah, so just guys, fill this out, and this is really cool because this will show you, like, name out how much your price point is. So we're about $5,000 a month, our full scale package. We want to be making 125K a month, and we're doing about 95. Okay, now so I got to make $30,000 difference. Okay, that's at a price point of 5,000. That's 25 new clients a month to reach my goals. The average cost per lead. You'll know these after you run some ads, but you can base the average off a $10 to $15 average. That's around the whole country. That's about average. Let's say $15 cost per lead. How many percent of those are turning into calls? Let's say I'm really a savage and I'm able to get 80% of the people on the phone. Whoops, 80%. And how many am I converting? Let's just say I'm a savage, closing 60%. Then I need 42 calls. Okay, then I need 52 leads, 42 calls, 25 sales, and it'll take me about $781 in ad spend to do so. So once you know your numbers, and the thing that's crazy, guys, I've been running ads for years. In an ad account, in a market, if you start getting $5 leads and you keep getting $5 leads, you'll probably keep getting $5 leads for a long, long time. Like, and all you do at that point is just add money. Okay. But this will give you, like, if you know your numbers, if you're already running ads, plug it into this, and this will give you some estimates. So you can actually start, instead of just running some ads, just to run some ads, you could actually use them as a means to the end of achieving your goals and growing your business. You could say, where do I really want to be in revenue? I'll tell you right now, you can get there through this one channel. Like, the channel has the opportunity. TikTok, Google, YouTube, whatever, what's better, they all work really good. You just got to have these things tapped in. Okay, and then this will tell you how much of sales you'll generate, the ROAS, the net profit. This is pretty interesting too. You could put lifetime value of your customer, and then if they bring you a referral, that doubles the lifetime value. So, like, my pitch for a local service-based business is, I'm bringing you a car sale once, and you're going to make $3,000 from that, but you're going to turn them into a customer for life. And how much is that going to be worth for you? So always think about lifetime value with this too. You guys might break even or lose money on the front end to acquire a new customer, but on the back end with referrals, with word of mouth, with getting a new customer, that's where you're going to be able to make your money. So sometimes ads on the front end aren't as profitable, but on the back end with lifetime value, with upsells, with referrals, that's where it can really help. So you guys have this access to this KPIs sheet to measure. This pretty much has everything that you want to track. Number of leads, percentage of leads that turn into calls, percentage of calls that turn into closes. If you track those numbers in your business, you're going to have immense clarity with a lot of things. Okay, just got a few more here. Automated follow-up system. So you did the work, you got the ads. Now people are clicking on your stuff and they're requesting information. You need all of them to come into your phone and you want to send out an automated text and email to them. Well, we actually do this. And the reason we do this is because we pulled 9 different studies, everything from Harvard to MIT studies around follow-up, and built our whole system around this. Look, guys, you have an 80% decrease in your odds of qualifying a lead after 5 minutes elapsed. If you get a new lead right now and in 5 minutes you call them, you're 80% less likely to get a hold of them. You're 10 times less likely to have leads respond if your outreach takes more than 5 minutes. So this is another study that says the exact same thing. Okay. 2 separate independent studies finding the exact same data point. Okay. 73% of leads never get followed up with at all. And 30% of prospects will go to a competitor website if not communicated with first. 78% of customers buy from the company that responds to their inquiry first. How many of you guys get phone calls through the day? You don't have somebody answering those. Okay. At the very least, what you can do is we have a system, a feature in our CRM called missed call text back. That way, if somebody calls you and you don't answer, it automatically sends them a text. Hey, sorry we missed your call. How can I help? Because if I call 3 plumbing companies and 2 of them don't answer, and the third guy answers and he's kind of a butthead, but the second one texts me, I might just be like, hey, I'm looking for a quote estimate. And if they're texting me back, you might recover and save that deal. Okay, it's the only way you could save that deal, because if not, they're going to go to the next person that answers. The first guy that gives them good vibe, they're in with him. 21 times more effective when calling with the within 5 minutes of the prospect first contact as opposed to calling 30 minutes later. 7% of companies respond to leads within 5 minutes. Only 7%. If you guys want to be the top 10% of all companies worldwide, just follow up with your leads within 5 minutes. 55% of companies respond in 5 or more days. This is the leaky bucket. Okay, this is the number one leaky bucket for businesses. I work with tons of businesses. They'll say, oh, the leads suck. I'll go in and I'll call the leads and I'll book 5 leads right there in front of them. It's never the leads. Sometimes actually it is. I shouldn't say never, because there can be times. But for the most part, guys, like you got to make sure this is dialed up to actually assess how good your leads are. Because if not, you don't give an accurate view. If you call people like 2 days later or whatever, it's not as good. So and here's the last one, guys. This is the big one that I want you guys to take away. Imagine getting a 391% increase in lead conversions. That's people you're able to book. Well, you can do that if you follow up with people in 1 minute. I've had dealership GMs that own 4 or 5 different stores fill out my lead form at 2 in the morning, and I've called them like literally at 2 in the morning. Hey, sorry, I know it's late. I just saw you clicked on my ad, man. I'm actually up. How you doing? Yeah, I know you're probably busy throughout the week. I just wanted to be there for you. He was really like, he was like, this is weird, but like, dang, this kid is psycho. Like this kid, I need like, and then we closed the deal down. Like we work with, and he literally, I don't think he was available any other time. So all my competitors are calling at 9 in the morning, and I'm not gonna blow them up at 2 in the morning. But if I'm like, okay, it's been 60 seconds, he's probably still on my thank you page. Let's just throw him a call and see, you know. I mean, if he answers, it's like, hey, man, I just saw you reached out. Like one of my main core values here is speed to lead. So I wanted to show and demonstrate that to you today. Is that okay? Is it cool for us to talk for 2 minutes right now? No? Okay, no problem, sir. I'll talk to you later. Boom. You know, most people are like bored, you know. Speed to lead best practices. Okay. So this is what you need to have set up in your CRM, or even if you're going to do this automated, you need to have this. I've tested this with a lot of different businesses, and this is the best way that we found. So right when somebody clicks on your lead form and submits their information, send them an instant email. This is going to be like a brochure of your business. It's going to have like basically all the same thing from that ad copy framework. You're going to basically put that in the email, and it's going to link to your website and link to your calendar page. And, you know, you can put your phone number in there, and it's just like, think of it as a brochure. Okay. That goes out instantly. It lands in their inbox. 1 minute, you're going to send a personalized double text. So it can be something like this. You could do like, hey, Frank, this is Nate. Thanks for reaching out. Second text. If you want to book a time on my calendar, you can do so with this link, or I'll shoot you a call in a few. Okay, you can say like pretty much anything, but you want to really text it like how you would text it. And that's how people text. They text in double text. They'll send, hey, Ian, what's up, bro? Just wanted to reach out to you for this. second text, so we do that. So we'll send one text right away, and it has their first name in it. So it'll be like, hey, Ian, what's up? Just reaching out for XYZ. And then we'll send the follow-up message like 20 seconds after that one. Just want to reach out because I saw XYZ. And then what we'll do is under 5 minutes, we'll make sure that a phone call goes out. And if my client sucks at calling leads, which a lot of them do, then we'll do a ringless voicemail drop. And we'll just drop a ringless voicemail into their phone, and it'll show that they got a missed call. And a lot of people will just call back from right then. So if you're running with a lean team, you don't have an appointment setter, the ringless voicemail automation that we do is so great because it's got your voice and it just drops into their inbox. And now that person is able to hear you and they feel like you called, so they call right back a lot of times. This is how we get inbound calls without doing anything. We take somebody off Facebook, now they're texting us back, they're doing inbound calls. We also send one email, one text per day for 14 days. After 14 days, we add to a long-term email sequence and reactivation. Okay. This is the whole thing. All right, guys, if you need money for your ads, okay, if you need money for your ads and you're like, dude, I need to close some clients before I can run some ads. Well, send this text out to everybody you know. Hi, first name. This is in my system. This will automatically put their first name if you put this in there. So it's like, hi, Tony, are you still in the market for a new car? You can text me back here. Yes, if so, and we'll be in touch shortly to discuss your needs. Nate at XYZ dealership. This is so stupid, guys. This works 98% of the time we do this. I could go into any one of my client CRMs and send this message out right now, and you're going to see within minutes, yes, 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 yes. People just responding, yes, yes, still in the market. These are the same dang leads that my clients said aren't buying anything. And they're like, or they're like, no, I already bought a truck from somebody else. And it's like, well, they're buying, but just not from you, And so like the person that wins is the person that doesn't let any leads slip through the cracks, and they make sure that they have speed to lead on every single lead and every single opportunity. It's speed to lead on getting in touch with them and finding out if they're a deal, but it's also speed to lead on disqualifying them and getting them the heck out of your system. If you leave all these leads kind of sitting around, you're going to have a bunch of stuff and it's going to get confusing. You got to be organizing it. This is a good lead, book him. This is a bad lead, toss him. Boom, 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 boom. And really, I would recommend all of you guys to get somebody that's doing that for you 24/7, 365. If you can't, if you're into working with people like offshore, like I hire out of Bolivia, Colombia, Mexico, people that have worked or lived in the States for a long time. And I mean, these people, $10 an hour is them making what like a doctor makes. And they'll work 40 hours a week and they'll make all the phone calls. And they speak Spanish, English. And you got to find the person that's got the right English, everything. But imagine having somebody that's calling for your leads 40 hours a week for you. That's what we do. So the tool we use for automation, I'm a Go High Level Premier Partner. Any of you guys know Go High Level? Okay, cool. So we have our own automation system, Shift CRM. It's built through High Level, but I'm actually a Premier agency level partner. So anybody can get signed up with us. We integrate directly with Facebook. We integrate directly with all the social media platforms, calendar, booking, two-way text message. We do all that on a software basis. But mainly I don't just sell the software as a standalone. We will, but generally we pack the software, the strategy, and the ads done for you all baked in. And that's what we do to provide the most value. So for more information, guys, I'm going to drop this. This is on the bottom of that sheet that I sent you guys here. Okay, this is the 15-minute marker. This is my school community. It's completely free right here. It's completely free. I got my partner here, Dylan. Dylan actually was my mentor. And after like 5 years of us just grinding, we ended up becoming partners because he helped me get started. And then I like surpassed him in some different levels. And then we just like elevated each other. He's worked with Patrick Bet-David. He had Grant Cardone on his podcast. He had Jeremy Miner on last week. Dude, I could name drop, like Dylan's worked with like everybody. And he's the homie. So we got together because he's got some different kind of experience. I've got some different experience, and we're doing this coaching community. And basically what it is all the same stuff that I taught you here, plus support. So you go in there and you can type in, hey guys, I got this ad. What do you think? And for free, my community will review your ad. We also have a paid community that you can get into from here, but just go on the school platform. If you guys should already be on there. If not, just create an account, and then you can join here and I'll let you in. And in here, we have a lot of the same stuff that I just showed you guys, the guides and stuff, but more detailed, more broken down. And then if you're like, dude, you're the freaking man, like, I just want you to write my ads for me, we have this community here where that's exactly what we do. We come in, we write your ads done for you, scripts, funnel, and follow-up. We do the full lead gen for you. We set up your CRM, your automations, and then we do 2 calls a week. 1 call about the CRM and the tech, and then 1 call about ads and lead gen. So we come in and I write your ads, I write your funnel, I launch your ads with you, and then week to week you jump on calls. And if you need one-on-one support, we're there for one-on-one. But ultimately, it's like, hey, how should I tweak this? Or what kind of new ad should I launch? And we're able to run this done for you ad funnel hybrid model. Traditionally, you know, for full done for you, it's $5K a month. That's like our retainer for our business. But with this program, we wanted to make something that's more attainable for a smaller business that kind of runs with the lean team or kind of wants to run things themselves in-house, but needs a little bit of support and guidance. So this comes with the CRM. This comes with done for you ads. Everything else here. I'm trying to really just toss some stones in the marketing agency world. This is just getting launched today, actually. We've tested this out with a bunch of clients already, and this model is working really great where it takes all the expensive stuff that my company that drives up our margin out of it. And that's like setting up your ad account and different things that we show you guys how to do so you can come to us ready. And then when we start, we just are able to launch with the most high value activities. And that's what allows us to be only $9.97 a month. Traditionally would be way more than that, and allows you to have a full marketing agency and that expert level at $9.97 plus your CRM and everything else. So if you guys are interested in that, basically what works is you do a little bit of homework, you book a one-on-one call with me, we get on and launch your ads. Okay, so I'm going to send that here as well. Like I said, that's $9.97 a month. It's month to month. So you can actually jump in there and then I'll write your first ads. And if you want just one-on-one support after that, you can keep going or you can cancel and just use the CRM, you know? So you guys check that out, but hopefully this was valuable for you guys. Sorry, I went so far over today. Just like really wanted to pour the value into you guys and hope it was good.
Good. Nate, thank you so much, man. Super valuable, dude. Absolutely freaking insane. If you're a car sales guy, you're a plumber, whoever you are, you can run this business. I mean, you have to think about it. Even if you're in a sales position right now, you have to be thinking about how do you fix these holes in your business? And ultimately, the goal of a business is to attract a new customer. Yeah, you want to take care of your current customers, but you have to be able to gain customers. And so in this presentation, you can see it's why we win. It's why we are able to get our name out there in front of more people, in front of more decision makers, and bring people in and attract the right business. You can chase a lot of the wrong people, hit the phones, do whatever you're going to do, or you can attract a lot of the right people too. And so if you have the right message, you have the right marketing, I thought about like what would be super, super valuable of me to do this week. And, you know, I just figured Nate would be able to drop that. And so I learned a lot from that. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate all the value that you add to us. If you guys have questions, reach out to him. You can see why I chosen him as our marketing guy. Like he just literally does all this crazy stuff. So, you know, marketing is important, but also you have to have these systems and processes behind there. And so this could be the whole of growing your business. Like this could be the one thing growing your business. You know, we always say like marketing and sales is a dance. If you're the best marketer, but you can't close, you're in trouble. If you're the best closer, but you can't market, you're in trouble. Like we got to go together and dance. You know what I mean? And if you can do both, then you become really, really good, man. So our marketing is on fire. You saw some of my personal ads in there. You saw one for $219 and 49 leads. And, you know, it's probably created $40,000 to $50,000 of revenue off of like $200. So it's just possible. A lot of people like they just don't know this arena. So they don't know how to really scale and get their name in front of the right people. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully you saw the value there. If you have questions, reach out. Thanks again, Nate. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.